Hello and welcome to the first ever episode of the WhaGwanPod. We are joined today by our first ever special guest. His name is Anthony Yarde. Would you like to tell people who you are, what you're about?
My name's Anthony Yarde, professional boxer, ranked #1 contender for the world title. Yeah, that's me in a nutshell.
How long have you been boxing?
In total, 11 years now.
11 years?
Yeah.
So when do you class yourself as a professional boxer?
When I turn over, so in boxing you do an amateur scene. There's different routes. Some people don't even go amateur.
Okay.
But again, the normal system is to go amateur, again, try and make it to Olympics, and then turn professional. I started boxing very late in terms of boxing, so I had like a plan, and that's to like, again, be like a Mike Tyson, knock out everybody, make a name for yourself, try and get signed, and then, yeah, it all worked out perfect.
Yeah, because I've seen your stats and it's like 21 wins, or 22 wins and 21 knockouts,
Yeah.
and the average is by the fourth round, so that's it's quite a high knockout rate.
Yeah, I can hit.
So is boxing something you've always wanted to do?
Absolutely not.
No?
No, when I was young, yeah, I always said there's no way I could be a professional boxer.
Why?
Because I used to like watch a Mike Tyson, and I was just to say, I don't know how this guy's going out in front of the world and having a fight. Because you know when you're in school, you're like, you're going to have a fight after school and you're nervous.
Yeah.
And that's just like a school fight. Imagine going in front of the world.
But this is what I was going to ask. So, say you're in your dressing room,
Yeah.
you're about to fight, it's a big fight, I don't know what you're fighting for, title or whatever, and you're in your dressing room and you're going to do that walk to the ring. What does that feel like? Because you must be feeling crazy.
It's different for every boxer, yeah, but I'm just in the zone. I'm just like, before I even turned pro, I said, what stopped me from turning professional? What was the crossroad for me turning professional was after getting my mind, I don't care what people think.
Okay.
Do you get what I'm saying? Because if you're going in the ring and you're saying to yourself, oh, you care about people's opinions or you care about what's expected of you or care about anything and you're focused on anyone else but yourself, you're not going to go far.
Right.
So when I was ready and I said to myself, you know what, only my opinion matters, it's me that's doing it, etc. Like I excelled. So when I'm literally walking towards the ring, it's just tunnel vision. I'm just like,
So
I've
you're
got
just
to go out there.
focused?
Yeah.
So you're not nervous?
No,
You're not nervous at all?
I swear to you.
You don't get nervous?
I don't know why.
I mean,
I
I
get
looked at
more
your
nervous.
pre-fight last time when you was walking in and you looked like you was about to like go chat to a girl or something, like there was no
To the
fear.
shrubs.
Yeah, there was zero fear in your face.
Yeah, that goes, that's part of it. I just don't care. You get what I'm saying?
So the last fight that you did was Lyndon Arthur, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And that was a rematch fight.
Yeah.
And you knocked him out in the fourth round. Was that an expected win?
100%. Again, surprisingly for me, it was mixed opinions from the crowd. But again, like, this edged me on. It literally edged me on, so...
So I heard a rumour that you broke his ribs.
I think I did as well. I don't know how true it was. But again, when you're in there, you know.
Oh, okay. So you felt the rib crack.
It's not I thought it, but I just knew the punch landed.
Yeah.
And it was clean. So when you land a clean punch, yeah, and again, it was 2 punches consecutively. So I landed a body shot, and then I threw a combination, I landed the same body shot again. So it's like I knew that he was going to be hurt. And then even when he went down, I said, if he gets up, he's in trouble. So the referee
Just called the fight.
Yeah.
So another thing I wanted to ask was, don't know how to word it so it's not like a negative, because words carry a lot of power. But is there any like fear from you as a boxer or for your opponent when you fight? Because obviously sometimes one wrong punch can mean a completely different outcome.
No, do you know why though? It's because, again, I'm a person, yeah. I look at reality. The reality is we can walk outside of our house and get licked down by a car.
Yeah, 100%.
The reality is you can, end up in something on the street. Again, I grew up in East London, and there was violence around me all the time. People getting robbed for their phones and getting stabbed up. You're in the wrong area, you're getting chased, and you know what I'm saying? So I see it as this. The only time you get hindered or you start to think negative is when you care about what people think.
Okay.
That's literally it.
But you just don't care?
I don't care about what no one thinks. Only myself, and I care about, let's say, my actions. I can't care that I tried to do something and failed. Or,
yeah, of course,
do you get what I'm saying? If I cared, I wouldn't have started boxing. Because the only thing that was stopping me from starting boxing was fear.
So you let it hold you back?
Yeah. And then when I actually said to myself, why am I caring what people think? I went through it, I was 18.
Oh, really? So, yeah, that is quite late, isn't it?
Very late in terms of boxing. I was just before my 19th birthday.
So, if you didn't box, what would you have done?
Well, I'm joking. No, I've always been, I would say, an entrepreneur. I've always said to myself, I'm going to be a millionaire. I've always said to myself, you know, I'm going to be rich, successful. I'm going to do something. And again, when you're trying to find yourself, you get into all sorts of things. You know, I played football at a decent level. Then again, things went wrong. Not in terms of my football career, but things like injuries and things like that.
Okay.
And then
Have you ever been injured in boxing?
no, I've broken my hand a couple of times.
Yeah.
But it's different. When you get like my injuries in boxing have been like, again, I broke my hand after my second fight. I went to a hand specialist and they said, oh yeah, you know, you should take a year out of boxing. I've just started my career. Take a year out of boxing, you know, reconstruct your hand. It could be 2 years, depending if we need to break it.
Career's gone then.
I just ignored everything you said.
So what did you do with your hand?
I let my hand heal itself.
So you believe in all of that?
100%.
You can heal yourself.
You can heal. Not only can you heal yourself here, it's what your mind starts to accept.
Yeah, it's true.
Do you get what I'm saying? So my hand just had like little niggles before, like little pains or whatever. But I was still sparring, I was still doing all these things. And then because it kept giving me problems, it kept swelling up and things like that, I went to the hand specialist. Again, he was good at his job. But then I said to myself, you know, I'm going to stop going there. I'm not going to do the operation. And then, yeah, you see my knockout ratio.
So do you enjoy it?
I love it.
You love it?
I love it.
So you love fighting?
It's not the fact that I love fighting. I love the fact of progression.
Okay.
I love doing something because boxing is one sport, but it's one of the main sports you never ever stop learning. Bad man, son.
Yeah.
Even Floyd Mayweather said it. You know, at the end of his career, he was still learning new things. So that's what keeps me occupied. So that keeps me, again, out of trouble. It keeps me focused. Because there's always somebody. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's, again, a fear in another sense, but using it as a positive.
So, if there was anyone in this world, dead or alive, that you could fight, get in the ring with, who would you fight?
Out of respect, it would have to be Muhammad Ali.
Really?
It has to be.
Who would win?
I'll win. No, I'm joking. No, all jokes aside, again, it would just be an honour to share the ring with him.
Yeah.
It will be, and again, it's a fighter's mentality to say that he will win a fight against anybody. And anyone that says any different has never fought a day in their life.
Have you got any fights coming up?
Well, again, I said it in the beginning, I'm ranked number 1 with the WBO. I'm mandatory for the WBO belt. The guy who holds that belt, he's having a unification bout. So the plan is that I get the winner.
When will that be?
I'm not sure yet. I'm hearing that they fight. I don't think the date's been announced yet, so I won't say it. But they fight before the end of the year.
Okay.
And then again, I should get the fight before the end of the year as well.
So what age does a boxer retire?
It varies. You got someone like, again, they called him the alien, Bernard Hopkins. He went into, he was 51.
Oh, wow.
And he was world champion at 50, the
Wow.
oldest ever world champion. And then you got some people like, again, Mir Khan, recently retired. I think he's 37, 36. Don't quote me on it, but again, relatively young. You got people that go with different types of ages. It depends how their career goes.
Fair enough. I didn't know that. I thought it was like a capped stage, right? Like you're too old to fight now, so that's the end of that.
People thought that. Even Shannon Briggs, he was trying to get his license again. He was trying to come back as a heavyweight at 51 years old. He was trying to come back at 50.
So how many fights from the world title are you?
My next fight should be world title.
So you'll be world title champ because you're going to win it
by the end of the year.
when you win the fight?
Yes.
Nice.
Amen.
So what does that mean for you then as a boxer? Who would you then fight? All world champions or?
Well, again, it's an entertaining mix because Canelo, again, he's probably the biggest name in boxing right now. He's moved up to my weight division again, and he's fighting a world champion named Bivol. Again, if he wins that fight, he could be in the mix.
So you'd be fighting him?
Of course he's going to want to fight the unified champion.
Okay. And then you could get the world champion belt and that's it.
Have all the belts.
Is that the last belt to get?
There's 4 major belts in every weight division. IBF, WBO, WBC and WBA. And right now they're all scattered.
Just sounds like loads of letters to me.
Yeah, there's a lot of different belts. But right now they're scattered. But
So how many do you own?
I don't own any world titles yet.
None.
No, I'll own, so the one's just under, so I'll own the Intercontinental, WBO, and the WBO European.
And how many are you going to be owning by the time you retire?
Actually, wait, I forgot. Linden off, I had the Commonwealth, so I've got that now as well.
Okay. Do you get to keep the belts?
Yeah, I got them at home.
Do you just put them on sometimes?
You know what? You know what's actually mad, yeah? I haven't even taken them belts out of the casing.
Oh, really?
When I won my first belt, I put it in my chair next to me, and I put the seatbelt on it.
Can you sell it? Or do you have to keep them in case?
I think some people do. They put them up for auction.
I was going to say, can I put one on eBay?
No promises. Yeah, you know what? It's for me. It's memorabilia. So I would want like my mum or like when I have kids, like my kids to actually like have them.
Yeah.
Kind of things.
So you're going to hold on to them.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Well, I'm going to stop with the serious talk.
Okay.
And we're going to go to the social media questions. So I went onto social media. I've asked all your fans any questions. They can ask you whatever they want, whether it's serious, wild, funny. Questions are a bit out there, some of them. But just keep an open mind. Are you ready?
I think so.
First question. What is a turn on and what is a deal breaker when you meet someone?
When I meet somebody, I would say a turn on is a girl that can think for herself. Like she don't really follow the crowd. She makes her own decisions, you know. When people have debates, there's always that person that's like, oh yeah, they switch and change what they're thinking. They can't think for themselves. So that's for me a strong
turn on.
Strong turn on for a girl. Yeah.
What's a deal breaker?
A deal breaker. That's a good question actually. It's hard for me to give a deal breaker because I will have to base it on looks, and the reason why I have to base it on looks here is because I think anyone has the ability to change.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? So
they can change their looks though.
That's true, but actually yeah, you got me there. It's true because deal breakers like it can never happen.
Yeah.
Okay, a deal breaker for me is if that girl has been with one of my close friends.
That's a good deal breaker.
Mm-hmm.
No, I like
impossible.
that
one. Impossible. It's actually impossible.
Okay. Would you rather smell like BO all the time or taste sick no matter what you eat?
Boy, anyone that knows me knows I pride myself on my smell.
So you want to taste sick every time you take a
But
bite?
that's what I'm trying to say. I'm also greedy. Like I love food. Like even the reason I wanted to be rich was so I can eat what I want. I can afford anything I want to eat. You know what? I have to be selfish and say stink of beer. That's a selfish
So you're just going to really smell
well, I will
all
have
the
to
time?
Because there's no way I'm walking around and tasting vomit all the time.
Yeah, that would be
I would be
disgusting.
very, very thin.
Yeah.
Very, very thin.
You won't be able to fight anymore.
Exactly.
Fair enough. So you can smell. If you could make up one rule that everyone in the world has to follow, what would it be?
Ooh. You know why that's hard here? Because everything would change. It would change everything.
Yeah.
I was gonna say no one should be able to lie.
Have you seen The
But
Invention of
imagine-
Lying?
No.
It's a film where nobody can lie. That it just doesn't exist.
Yeah,
Everyone just
imagine.
has to be. It's actually not good.
The world would be finished.
Yeah.
The world would be finished. A rule that everyone has to follow. What's the word? Give courtesy, like bear others in mind.
Oh, like.
What's the word for it? See.
What is the word?
See.
I've had a cocktail though. Courteous.
Be
Is that the word?
courteous.
Is that the word? Is it
Common
courteous?
courtesy.
Common
Yeah.
courtesy. Have common courtesy towards others.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, so just
It's
be
hard
nice.
answering them on the spot. When
Yeah.
later on, I'm gonna say I should have said that.
No, it's fine though, because it's just one of them. You look at it and put you on the fire round.
I'm ready, though.
This one says, Big AY, you can only pick one. Never box again or never eat cheese again. Are you a cheese fan?
I'm a big cheese fan,
Oh, that's a good question then.
but I would have to say never eat cheese again.
So, yeah, obviously it's your career. Cheese
You know
ain't
what?
going
I
to pay
can't
your
lie.
bills.
Some of these vegan options of cheese are banging.
Yeah, they are. I
Like,
have
they
it all
dose
the
them
time.
with sugar. They have to because they're sweet.
They got to dose them with something.
You get what I'm saying? It has to
Gotta
be a
get addicted to
replacement.
something
Do you get
else.
what I'm saying? Yeah, no cheese.
Fair. Okay, where did Lions in the Camp come from?
Lions in the Camp came from. It was literally like from training.
Okay.
And anyone that's followed me or knows a lot about me will know who Big Ads is. Ade, he's my second trainer. And again, he's an animal. Like, I used to call him a gorilla. He literally looks like a gorilla. Like, his back is like a gorilla. Like, he's massive. And he was one of the people, when I'm training, he's like, people call him an MC because he's just shouting different things. Just motivational. You know, like, if you've ever been in the gym and you're boxing, there comes a point where your body's fatigued. And you feel like...
I get fatigued coming up them stairs.
But your body, you're literally just like, oh, you're slowing down basically. And the things that he's saying, he knows how to trigger me. So I'm very like animal orientated. I believe that animals are the only creatures that are still in their natural form. Most of them. Humans, we've changed so much. Again, they call it evolution, but I feel like we've changed a lot from what's natural. Most animals are still in their natural form. So a lion has no choice but to go out and hunt. And again, in something like boxing, that's what we're doing. We're hunting, and we want the belts, we want the money, we want the victory. So I used to shout out just lions. I used to go lions, and he used to say we swim with the sharks, deep waters, and he used to say all these things. And then he was like lions, and then I was like lions in the camp, and then he repeated it. Then he was like lions in the camp, and I said lions in the camp. And there was a video. It was funny because it was being recorded.
Oh wow! So you've got the first video of where it actually initially started, and like everyone just screams it.
It was.
Lions in the cage! 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 Lions in the cage!
That's just my mantra, innit, within my camp.
I like it. So how long do you have to go without sex before a big fight?
Boy, is that a question on the thing or is that your question?
You'll never know.
No,
When's your next fight again? I'm joking.
No, I would say the longest I've ever done is 5 weeks, and imagine that was my second fight.
Do you have to though?
Everyone's got different opinions on it.
Okay.
And from my opinion, because I box, I would say that anyone under heavyweight, it's beneficial for them to do it because we need to make weight class. So we need to lose weight in order to fight. So that's why they call it a weight limit. Majority of fighters lose like a few pounds or a couple kilograms or whatever. So if you're doing that and having sex, everyone knows what happens when a man has sex and he has a good one. His legs, you know what I'm saying? He needs to
what
go
if you
sleep.
just have a bad one though?
Then you might be good to go. But now, as I've got to this level, I think what's comfortable for me is 3-4 weeks. Anything over, I start getting aggressive. I start, my training session is joyful. It's like I'm dieting and not having sex.
So 3 to 4 weeks before you fight, you won't have sex?
Yeah, about that.
And you stick by that?
I'll stick by it, yeah.
Okay. What size feet are you?
I'm size 9 to 9.5.
Was that a little bit for your ego? 9.5?
No. What's the ego? So are you referring to the thing where they say big hands, big feet?
Yeah.
That's lies. I have so much evidence that's lies. Remember, I'm a guy, and again, guys get changed in front of each other all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's lies.
To love or to be loved?
To be loved. Again, most people will be like, to love. You're lying. You're lying. Everyone loves that.
I would say to love.
Is it?
Yeah.
So you would rather love someone.
I would rather give someone everything.
But again, yeah, I feel like, again, I don't really want to get into this, but I feel like this is a difference naturally, between men and women.
Why? Men are more selfish?
No, it's not a selfish thing. I feel like if you look into history, yeah, men like to, be kings. And if you look at a king and a queen, there's man's chair's always a bit higher, a bit bigger. He protects her, he stands over her.
Yeah, men are protectors.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I'll say by nature, me personally anyway, I can't talk for anyone else, I would like to be loved.
So you'd rather just feel all the love and never give it?
But imagine this, yeah?
Go on.
I'll ask you a question. Imagine you was never loved by your kids, by your family, by your friends, by a partner, nobody.
But I think the fact that I have been loved and I know what it feels like to love and to not love, that I know I'd rather give it to someone than never experience it.
Good point. But I can't be swayed, I think, for myself.
You're sticking with your answer?
I'm sticking with my team.
No, that's fine. You can't go against your biggest turn-off.
Exactly.
Someone who sways their mind.
Exactly.
What has been your highest payday to date?
I will refuse to talk about how much money I've made.
Okay.
But I've made a lot. A lot. Throw that one away. That's someone being nosy.
No, it was.
That's someone planning to rob me. Ain't gonna happen. 100%. If you don't know, you man from East London or wherever. If you don't know, you're trying to plot and twist. Let me see how much pee he's got.
Snog, marry, avoid. Do you know this game?
Of course. No, it's not even a game. It was a TV show, no?
Yeah.
I used to watch it.
So you got a snog, marry, avoid. J-Lo, Megan Fox, or Megan Good?
Ooh.
You gotta avoid.
You know what? J-Lo, do you know why I marry J-Lo?
Why?
Because she has exceeded with age.
Yeah, she looks
She
fantastic,
looks
doesn't
excellent for her age. So I'll marry J-Lo.
Megan Fox or Megan Good, snog or avoid?
See, and what it is, yeah. Okay, listen to this. I will avoid. Everyone's gonna say I'm mad for this as well.
You're gonna say Megan Good?
Everyone's gonna say I'm mad. Everyone's gonna say I'm mad. You know what? I'm gonna give the reason though.
Go
the
on.
reason I will avoid Megan Good, yeah, is because culturally, she's in the same. I'm probably, not even telling the truth here, but from what I perceive, she's in the same kind of circle as me. Not as me personally, but she's around like rappers. She's around things that I'm into.
People.
You get what I'm saying? Industry people. I want the opposite to me.
But Megan Fox is in industry people. She's an actress.
It's true. But again, snog and avoid, they're not far.
Yeah, no. So you're going to marry J-Lo.
I'll marry J-Lo,
and you're going to snog Megan Fox. And you're going to say goodbye to Megan Good.
No, I'm lying. I'll probably snog Megan Good.
Yeah, because it's not that deep, is it?
It's
just
not
a
that deep.
snog.
Yeah,
so
and her lips are nice as well.
So Megan Fox is saying a bye-bye.
Yeah, sorry, Megan Fox.
Oh, she's fine.
Tada.
Okay, you ready for the next question?
I'm ready.
Call any celebrity out of your phone and ask them to help you bury your pet fish.
Ooh, who would I call?
I don't know. You have to call someone right now, though.
Well, I got to call them now?
Yeah, right now and put it on speaker.
You're joking.
And you need to ask them to help you bury your pet fish.
That's funny. That's actually funny. You know what? I'm going to call someone that, again, I chat to you often.
Go on. I'm going to try not to laugh. If I leave the
and
set.
this person's actually going to be funny as well.
Okay.
That's the funny thing about it. I want to, but you know what?
You need to be serious.
But they're a bit, they might just blurt out something mad.
It's fine.
No,
we can edit it out if it's too bad.
Like, mate, he might just say something mad. Alright, let me call him. If they don't answer his phone, then the question's off. Yeah?
And we have to try someone else, maybe.
Should I tell you who I'm calling?
Huh?
Should I tell you who I'm calling?
Who?
Arj. James Argent. He was on Towie.
Oh, I know him.
Yeah, but he's just funny, man. And he will probably put a ceremony just to bury a fish. It'll be funny. See, good.
Welcome to
Oh, he didn't answer.
Good.
Do you have anyone else?
I do, but it's a bit mad though, isn't it? It's a bit mad. I could call Akin Fenmore. He's a football player.
Who?
Akin Fenmore.
Go on and try
He's a
him.
football player.
Is he going to
Well,
help you
Rio
bury your
Ferdinand
pet
will be
fish,
funny.
though? Rio Ferdinand.
He'll be funny, but he'll probably never answer the phone to me ever again. But calling me some strippiness.
Anyone.
What about Jack Fowler? I'm going to call Jack Fowler.
Yeah, bring Jack Fowler. He's from Love Island, isn't he?
Yeah.
Will he help you bury your pet fish?
This is going to be funny. I literally wrote from my phone book and see who I see next.
Man, look.
Hey, yo.
Yo.
I've got a mad emergency, bro.
No, you haven't, bro. This is banger.
No, I've got an emergency, bro. I need you to come help me bury my fish. I need you to come help me bury my fish. My fish is dead, innit?
Mental. What I would say, yeah, is basically fillet it, take the guts out, and then put it on the barbecue, and then season that, yeah, and then nice with some salad.
Hey, with some Jack seasoning. Hey, no. All jokes aside, yeah, I'm doing a podcast, yeah. That was one of my days, innit? So I'm going to shout you before you say something mad.
You recording now?
Yeah.
Oh, say less.
I called Arj, but he didn't answer.
Alright, cool.
I'll shout you.
Love you.
No, bro.
He had no regards for your pet fish.
He had no regards. But that's what we'll do. You know
He
what? I'll
said
tell you a funny
season
story.
it.
No, I'll tell you a funny story, yeah? This is how you know kids are evil sometimes, yeah? And the evil person was me. So, my goldfish died, yeah? And I don't know why I done this. It was actually embarrassing that I don't know why I done this. I took it out and I was hiding. I remember like I was making sure people around the corner. making sure my mum wasn't looking. Madness. Like, I'm judging myself now because of it.
What happened?
The fish died, yeah, so it was upside down. I took out this fish. I went in my toilet, locked the door. Then I went and got a knife from the kitchen, yeah. A good knife that people eat with. And I cut the thing open.
Why?
And his heart was like small and black.
Oh no.
And then I flushed it down the toilet. My mum was like, "Where's the fish?" I was like, "I don't know."
You didn't tell her?
No, until like, I told her like months later.
You
and
told
I
her that it
proper upset
died?
about it. Yeah, I was
And
like,
you flushed
"Mum,
it. Why did you cut it open though?
tell me what. I want to know this as well."
Why?
So I'm saying kids, their mysteriously their mysteriousness makes them evil sometimes.
So you're a little bit evil?
I think so. I think everyone's a little bit evil.
I think everyone is a little bit evil.
For me to be a boxer, I need to be a bit spiteful. Innit?
Well, you have to enjoy hitting people, so yeah.
Exactly.
Do you ask yourself questions like, what is the nature of my existence?
You know what? Sometimes, yeah, but I used to a lot more than I do now. I'm like, you're just complicating things.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, why am I going to sit here and think about like things like, I don't think about things like after death. I'm not religious at all, but I'm a firm believer in God. I feel like, again, God is everything. God comes first, whatever. But the reason I say I'm not religious because...
Religious is man-made.
Yeah, that's what I think. Religious...
To cause a divide.
It causes all that kind of stuff. Again, I
Yeah,
don't want to
yeah.
get into it. I respect every religion. Again, I've got Christian friends, I've got Muslim friends, I've got friends that are Buddhists. But again, me personally, I'm not religious.
Okay. Out of all your boys,
Yeah.
who's the one that will most likely KO you?
None. some of my guys are nah. None of them.
Any of you are going to agree with this?
True.
No. You know what? If I put myself in a situation, I'm never even going to talk that actually. But I spar a couple of my friends, like my boy Steven. He's actually a boxer. I spar him like quite often. So he runs a boxing academy now. And he
So
jumps
none
in
of
the
them
ring.
could KO you though?
No, it's impossible.
It's impossible.
Wax is here as well. He's a big guy, but
No?
you know the time
Impossible.
he's
Okay. You crashed on a desert island with your best friend, but they
Yeah.
died.
Who, my best friend
Your
died?
best friends
God
died.
forbid.
And you're on a
go on.
deserted island.
Mm.
Which body part would you eat first?
Right. I know this sounds mad. What? What's the body part with the least amount of blood?
I actually have no idea.
What would I eat first? This question's madness.
It's quite cannibalism, isn't it?
Yeah. I'll say the ears. The reason why.
Why the ears?
I just think like you'll get the least amount of blood from the ears.
But there would be like no meat. It's all cartilage.
What about the bottom bit?
And it's still cartilage, isn't it?
And I think that's how I wean myself into the flesh and that.
Well, you just start slow on the ears and then
Yeah,
make
like
your way
the ear.
down.
Hopefully it's clean. But yeah, probably the ears. With the eyelids or something.
Really?
Like eyelids would
We
be
just want to go
chewy.
straight. Oh, what about the ribs? Maybe they'll taste like spare ribs.
No.
No? No ribs?
Too much blood. I have to wean myself into that.
Okay.
have to be
So the
mad
first
hungry.
thing you'd eat was the ears.
I think, yeah, it is. I'll say cerebral.
Okay. This is your last question from your social media. If Anthony could be an actor in Top Boy, which character would he choose?
Sully gonna be a bad man. Sully is a... Listen, I almost saw. Sully is a bad man.
Okay.
Kano.
Yeah.
His name's like...
He's the realist.
If I see him now, I wouldn't even call him Kano no more. I'll call him...
His
I wouldn't
name's
call
Sully.
It was Kane or Kano before. But now his name's Sully. It has to be Sully.
It's got to be Sully.
He was real in that show.
Yeah, he was.
Morally
Do you know,
real.
I haven't finished it yet though.
You need to finish it.
I've seen the spoilers though, so I kind of feel like I
Yeah.
shouldn't finish it.
But I'm
now.
not going to spoil it as well. I'm a person. I take spoilers personal. Anyone that knows me as well, like I'm not even going to talk about violence, but I've done something I shouldn't have over power.
What did you do over
I'm not
power?
going to say what I did, but someone
it
thought it
violent?
was funny to ruin power
Yeah.
at a point where I didn't want it to be ruined for me.
So what did you do?
I'm not going to say what I did. I mean, we're still boys, but he just admitted that he's like, yeah, cool. He just held it.
Is there anything else you'd like to say whilst we're here?
Well done to you.
Thank
you know, for presenting such a good podcast. Well done to the brand WhaGwan. Not really a drinker, but I've heard that these drinks are madness. And yeah, anyone that supported me, thank you. I do love you because you're helping me with my life. You're helping me change my family's lives, my close family and friends. And yeah, everyone just try and be a bit happier.
That's a really nice way to end it. So thank you guys for coming. Be sure to like and subscribe and follow all of our social medias for your chance to be involved. Did you cut it?